Imagine one of NASA's rockets being prepared for a Mars launch. In this example, note that the rocket is representing the id. The rocket is full of fuel, and when ignited, it's powerful and fast. Now, the fins on the side of the rocket and the computer that controls its navigation are the ego in this example. If the rocket were launched without the fins and computer on board, it would simply spin and disintegrate. The fins and the navigation components, again, the ego, provide direction. In other words, the ego allows the propulsion of id to effectively and properly exist and get where it needs to go. Thus, the ego is sort of an executive control center. It controls the id and the superego and keeps balance between the two. So it keeps them from conflicting the desires of id and the desires of superego, hoping to gratify both with this desire for pleasure to coincide with the wish to be moral. So, which leads us to superego. The superego reminds us of societal standards. It nudges us to recall what is right and what is wrong. This subtle reminder is kind of like our parents whispering in our ears. It helps us know what is socially and morally accepted, but it also helps us remember there are consequences and punishments to poor choices, including feelings of guilt and remorse, or for the criminal, even incarceration. Freud taught us that id, ego, and superego are not clearly separated dynamics. They are interactive and a part of our personalities. If the ego is not able to effectively moderate the demands between reality and desire, an unhealthy person is born. Criminals for our discussion. And what do criminals do? They commit crime. Criminals generally have dominant id tendencies such as impulsiveness and uncontrolled actions. They act upon these urges with no concern for societal standards. They don't care how their assaults traumatize anyone that they come in contact with. All they care about is satisfying themselves.